When I was younger, I was quite introverted. People called me shy. I didn't like talking to strangers. I didn't like being in pictures, all sorts of things. And then as an adult, I have a podcast talking to complete strangers that I emailed out of nowhere. So your past really doesn't dictate your future, and you can transcend whatever limitations or barriers you think you have. Often it just requires taking small steps towards whoever you want to be instead of whoever you think you have been locked into becoming. I think you can see this most clearly in people who go through some kind of addiction and then a recovery process and then they come out a completely different person. Interestingly enough, there's also this idea of acquired savant syndrome. You'll see it in people who, for example, have brain damage in a car accident and then suddenly, after recovery, they're learning complex piano arrangements in a matter of hours. And this is someone who's never played the piano before. So we know the brain has latent potential that can be unlocked, and you don't have to wait for brain damage to do it. You can do it just by choosing to try something that makes you a little uncomfortable, go out of what's normal for you, and see what happens. For me, the podcast really became a way to express myself with other people, have those conversations, learn those things. And I've always been intensely curious, so that was a natural extension. For you, it might be something else. It might be working with your hands, it might be coding something, it might be art, it might be mathematics. You never know, right? I often think you can find your purpose by going back to what you really enjoyed doing as a child and reconnecting with those desires and those hobbies. Some people rediscover that they really loved painting and they just forgot to continue it along the way. And then they reinvigorate themselves by doing it as adults and they find it brings them great joy and fulfillment. Ultimately, it's all unique per person, but I think there's no reason that you ever have to feel like being bad at something is a reason to quit. If you're enjoying it, keep doing it. You'll get better. Like this YouTube journey, I really sucked at the beginning. I didn't understand anything about thumbnails, titles, editing, flow, nothing like that. Now I still suck, but a lot less. And I think that's kind of the point. The path to mastery involves a whole lot of failure and a whole lot of barriers. And it's a natural progression to go through those and find out, oh, I'm actually better at this than I thought I could be. Each time you look back, year after year, you'll see your improvement is better and better. So it makes a lot of sense. I would also say this idea of imbuing your days with continuity. So before you go to bed every night, just think about something from today that you would like to work on tomorrow or improve on. And you'll find your days become continuous, and within a few months, you can make more progress than many people make in years because their days are unplanned and disjointed. So it's like every day they're starting over. Whereas for you, you're building upon something. And even if you're just making a little bit of progress every day, that building incrementally just cascades, and you find you can really approach mastery of something.